There are millions of YouTube videos telling you how to use AI in your business. I know because I watched a lot of them, hours of them, and I want to save you from doing the same thing because most of it is not for you. The AI content that dominates YouTube is built for developers, tech founders, and people who think in code. It assumes you know what an API is. It assumes you want to build things. It assumes the more complicated the tool, the more impressed you are. And if you are running a small business and just want to know what actually helps, you have been watching conversations that were never designed to include you. So today I am going to tell you what I actually found that matters. No jargon, no hype, just the things that are genuinely useful for a business like yours. Let me see your hand in the comments if you have ever clicked on an AI video, felt completely lost in the first 2 minutes, and closed it. That was me for a long time, and I want to know I am not the only one. I am Sabrina Prouty. I spent 30 years inside Fortune 100 healthcare companies doing one thing, taking overwhelming, complicated situations and turning them into clear, workable plans. I saved organizations over $30 million by removing what did not need to be there. When AI started becoming a conversation I could not ignore, I approached it the same way. I did not try to learn everything. I tried to find what was actually worth knowing for someone running a business without a tech team. Here is what I found. The first thing that actually matters is this. AI is not a search engine. It is a thinking partner. Most people use it like Google. They type a question and expect an answer, and it will give you one. But that is the least useful thing it can do. The most useful thing AI can do is think alongside you. When you describe a problem honestly, give it context, answer its follow-up questions, and let the conversation develop, you end up somewhere neither of you could have gotten to alone. I use this to build sensible practice. I sat down with ChatGPT before this business existed and described what I wanted to create. It asked me questions. I answered them. And by the end of that conversation, I had a roadmap, a content direction, and the clarity I had been circling for months. That is the thing worth knowing. Not which tool to use, not which prompt format is best. The conversation itself is the tool. The second thing that actually matters is you don't need to learn AI. You just need to start talking to it. Every piece of content I watched that was designed to teach you AI added more steps, more frameworks, more things to remember before you could begin. And that is exactly backwards for how most people actually change their behavior. You don't learn your way into a new habit. You practice your way in. So instead of finding the perfect tutorial, open ChatGPT or Claude today and describe one thing you are stuck on in your business. The real thing, the decision you keep circling, the direction you can't quite figure out. See what happens. That is your starting point. Just one honest conversation. The third thing that actually matters is that most AI tools do the same thing. Have you noticed there is a new AI tool announced almost every week? And the content around each one treats it like a revolution. But for what you actually need, which is thinking through decisions, writing first drafts, planning, and getting out of your own head, ChatGPT and Claude do most of it. You don't need to test everything. You need to get good at one conversation before you add another tool. My honest recommendation is to pick one. Use it for 30 days. Ask it real questions about your real business. Then decide if you need anything else. You probably won't. Here is the filter I now use for every piece of AI content I come across. One question. Does this help me think more clearly, or does it add another thing to manage? If it adds complexity, I skip it. If it helps me think, I use it. That is it. That is the whole filter. And it has saved me more time than any specific tool or technique I have come across. If you want to know how this applies to your specific business, that is exactly what the Sensible Practice community is for. We talk through this stuff every month in plain language with women who are figuring it out at the same time you are. It is free and it is a really good group. Join us at school.com/sensiblepractice. Link is in the description. And if you are ready to go deeper and get a clear picture of exactly where AI fits in your business, book a free discovery call. Link is below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.